2019's Clash of Champions pay-per-view was a solid event, which had some surprising finishes and decent matches. As always, whilst things run smoothly enough, nothing is ever perfect in the WWE. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 6 moments that weren't supposed to happen at Clash of Champions. Number 1. Cruiserweight Championship Pinning Predicament. The WWE's Cruiserweight Championship often includes a cornucopia of high spots as wrestlers bounce all over the ring, putting on spectacular moves. Unfortunately, the more complicated the moves, the more you're likely to see an occasional screw-up. Last night, we had a triple threat match between Drew Gulak, the Lucha House Party's Lince Dorado, and Humberto Carrillo. One goof saw Carrillo land a moonsault on Dorado that barely touched him, evoking memories of the infamous finger poke of doom. Late in the match, Drew Gulak went to cover Dorado, but Dorado's shoulders weren't done, forcing the referee to tell Gulak and Dorado to conveniently place his shoulders on the mat. Should Cruiserweight stars try less spectacular moves to avoid botches, or is that risk part of the equation in Cruiserweight matches? Number 2. Referee botch number 1, AJ Styles vs Cedric Alexander. While fans are still wondering what the US Championship match was doing on the pre-show, and why it ran less than 5 minutes, there's a botch that had fans laughing thanks to the referee rather than the wrestlers. Prior to the match starting, the referee displayed the championship belt, a long-time wrestling tradition. Unfortunately, the referee held the belt upside down. This definitely invokes some memories of the Great Khali when he held the World Heavyweight Championship upside down. To be fair to him, it's pretty confusing since both sides look the same, but that's a discussion for another day. Number 3. Mandis miscue. The Women's Tag Team Championship bout featured some good, if not great wrestling by Fire and Desire, challenging Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. At one point, the match saw Rose trapped in the corner and it looked like Alexa Bliss was going to move in, with Rose trying to kick Little Miss Bliss, only for Bliss to catch Rose's foot. Bliss went to catch Rose's foot, but apparently Rose froze, hey that rhymes, forgetting this spot and leading to an ever-ready Bliss improvising, delivering a forearm smash so Rose could try again. The miscue didn't ruin the match, and in hindsight, Fire and Desire had a strong showing against the tag team champions. Number 4. The Miz's soft knees. The Miz vs Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental Championship match was one of the best matches of the night, with both men putting on a solid match aided by Sami Zayn's pesky interference. During the middle of the match, The Miz delivered 2 running knees to the champion while he was in the corner. Whether it was a camera angle or Miz's execution, the knee lifts looked incredibly soft. It's a time-honored tradition that wrestlers shouldn't hurt each other while they perform moves that look devastating, but in the Miz's case, the knee lifts looked anything but dangerous, and it was obvious that WWE's A-lister was trying to protect his opponent. As you should do. Number 5. Referee botch number 2, watch out for that monster. The main event between Universal Champions Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman almost saw the referee get flattened in the opening seconds of the match, as Strowman charged into Rollins, flattening the Beast Slayer with a shoulder tackle. Strowman went to the other side of the ring to charge Rollins again, but the referee had to dash out of the way, seemingly out of position, and forcing Strowman to take a second to regain his composure. The referee could have been hurt had he got in Strowman's way, and clearly needs some instructions on how to be more mindful of where he is throughout the match, particularly in a main event match where you don't want any botches, especially from a non-wrestler. Number 6. That pesky WWE Network. As we touched upon last night, it appears that fans tuning into Clash of Champions on the WWE Network had several problems watching the event. During the event, Ringside News reported that many fans experienced WWE Network viewing problems during the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. This was a real issue for these fans because some didn't see anything. There were issues with lagging, syncing, loading, and not even coming up at all. It seems like users had problems across the board. WWE co-president George Barrios has mentioned the WWE's network bugs following its relaunch under a new platform. How long fans who have experienced these problems will keep their subscriptions remains to be seen. But there you have it guys, 7 moments that weren't supposed to happen at Clash of Champions. Did we miss any moments out? Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.